wanted.
The day I was helping the post office.
Them some mug shots right there.
Well, howdy, girls.
Howdy!
Oh, got a few questions for you. Is this your first ladies' retreat?
Yes, for me, I think I'd have to say.
It's no, this is probably my second ladies retreat. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
well, how did this one compare to your first one?
This one, because it was more intimate, I loved it. and then at the other one, I was in leadership. I was more responsible, had some other responsibilities. This one, I was pampered like a princess, and so yeah. So this one was much more relaxing for me. Yes.
Okay, so you didn't have to work at this one?
I didn't have to work at this one. The accommodations were splendid because the other one, we stayed in little cabins and we literally slept on cots and different things. But yeah, so wonderful. Had a wonderful time.
All right. Well, now, Regina, since this was your first one, tell us what you expected, what your fears were, and then reality.
I don't really think I had any fears, being that even being in the woods out there, I'm a country girl, so I love being outside. So I really didn't have any fears. I got everything that I expected. Just that, as LaRuth said, the intimacy, not only with God, but with nature. It's just been awesome. Just awesome.
Okay. Well, if this were to be shown to your circle of friends, I think you've got, what, 6 real tight girlfriends?
There's 5 of them.
Yeah,
Five real tight girlfriends. Women of God, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, LaRuth, if you were to set it up and say, okay, girls, sit down, we're going to show you this, how would you describe, since we're not on the Ranger taking a video of all the property and all the amenities, in words, describe the properties and the amenities and the feel,
Okay.
physical and spiritual aspects.
Okay. It's, being able to be one with nature, and that's the best way that I can say it, is being the surroundings in the woods and being able to just see and feel the glory of God. It feels like it's just you're in God's country, a piece of heaven, and the peace and serene that comes with it. Because we inside the cabin and outside the cabin, just being surrounded by God's presence, you can hear a pin drop, and it makes you like, I don't know the feeling, but it's like introspective, and you're like, wow, it's just such a peace. And from the time that we came up, I could just feel myself like relaxing, which I think is funny. I think we were constantly yawning, but one thing that I thought about afterwards, I said, it seemed like we couldn't stop yawning, but I realized it was a release. And that's why I said, okay, it's a release. That's why, because we kept apologizing for yawning, but it was a release. So, yeah.
So you weren't bored.
Was not, oh, no, not bored at all. Not bored at all.
It's like a basketball that had been pumped a little too much.
Yeah.
And you needed to let some air out.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it was a release,
Yeah,
maybe?
it was a release.
Of all the stress?
Of all the stress. That's true. That's true. Because our bodies have got to release it some kind of way.
Oh,
and it's going to come out some kind of way. So it came out through the yawning. And that was, every time you yawn, you just got more relaxed and more relaxed. I'm like, ah. And the things we placed on our necks, and I mean, seriously, my neck was tight. These muscles have a tendency to get tight from stress, and right now they're just as loose as they want to be.
You just loosey-goosey, aren't you?
I'm loosey-goosey. Loosey-goosey, yes, most definitely. Most definitely.
Well, share with us, Regina, the physical and the spiritual aspects of the camp, and what you enjoyed, and what you're going to tell others about it.
I've just enjoyed everything. I think the anticipation, I was telling LaRuth when we first talked about coming up here and just being in the woods, the anticipation of what God was going to reveal and what God was going to speak to me and show me, and So the anticipation was the highest thing for me. Like LaRuth said, just the releasing. And my thing is just the quietness. I don't think I've ever been in a place so quiet where you can really just have that time, that one-on-one, that just peace. As LaRuth said, that day we stand outside, you hear the actual raindrops. I don't think I've ever heard a rain drop, but you could actually hear the raindrop, just the stillness and spiritually, I think I've been able to just, it's like a cleansing, I guess, to be able to release some things, because I had some things that I was coming up here with that I wanted to release and just let go of and, get some answers to, and just being able to release, like you said, that ball with that tad little bit of too much pressure, just let go. It's just been relaxing and peaceful. It's really, really peaceful. Stress-free, not worried about a time frame, not worried about, cooking dinner or gotta be over here or gotta be over there. Just the peace, the calmness.
And you hadn't worried about what might be going on at home or who might need you or...
Nope. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah.
Do you want to come back?
Yes!
Oh, yeah. Yes. Sign me up.
We've already said y'all have adopted 2 daughters.
That's right.
Just in case y'all didn't know that. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. Not a papa.
Well, this
Hi,
morning...
brother, because she said we're her little sister.
Yeah, I told him this morning. God said you were my little sisters.
That's right. All right, then. Big sister, big brother.
That's right.
Thank you, girls.
Thank you.
Thank you.